Okay, so we're going to discuss chain rule theorem. So what this chain rule theorem tells us? So it says that if y is differentiable, it's a differentiable function of u, and u is a differential function of x. Okay, so if we are going to substitute the value of u with a function of x, so we get the function of u now, or u is a differentiable function of x. So naging differentiable function of x na yung ating y when we substituted the value of u. Okay, so it says only that y is a differentiable function of u and u is the differentiable function of x, and therefore y is a differentiable function of x. So we can write it in this formula where differential or derivative of y with respect to x is equals to the derivative of y with respect to u. Okay, and multiply it to the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, so this will be our formula for the chain rule based on the theorem. Yeah, so let's try to do some examples. Okay, so for example number 1, okay, we have find the dy dx, or the derivative of y with respect to x, if if y is equals to u cubed, minus u squared, or 3u squared plus 1, and also the value of u, or the function of u, is equals to x squared plus 2. Okay, first we have to get the derivative of y with respect to u. So we're going to use this function. So the derivative of y with respect to u is equal to 3 u squared minus 6u. Okay, so we have the next function, which is the derivative of u with respect to x. So we have the derivative of x squared is 2x. Okay, now rewriting the theorem of chain rule, we have derivative of y with respect to x is equal to the derivative of y with respect of u multiplied to the derivative of u with respect to x. So getting the value and substitute it to the formula, so we have for dy dx we have 3u squared minus 6u, and for the du dx we have 2x only, and then we do the math. So we do the operation wherein dy dx is equals to 3y squared, 3u squared minus 6u multiplied to 2x, and we can distribute 2x inside the parentheses. Okay, and we get 3. We factor out first and then we multiply it later. So we have 3u times u minus 2 times 2x. Then we get multiply the terms outside this parenthesis, and we have 6xu times u minus 2. Okay, so this is dy dx. But this is not yet the answer because we still have u here, and we need to substitute the u with x squared plus 2 because that's the value of u. Okay, that's the value of u, so we can change it to u para maging pareho na silang lahat na express in x. So x squared plus 2 and substitute the value. Okay, so now we have the derivative of y with respect to x is equal to 6x times x squared plus 2. Yes, that's the u. Okay, and we substituted the value. Open and close parenthesis. We have x squared plus 2 minus 2. Right, so we subtract 2 minus 2 because that is already 0, and we multiply what is left to 6x. So we get x squared times 6x is equal to 6x cubed, okay, multiplied to x squared plus 2. Alright, so this will be our final answer for this example. Alright, so now we are going to example number 2. Okay, for our example number 2, the problem is if y is equals to y squared plus 1 and u is equals to 3x minus 2. Okay, so the first thing that we do is to get the derivative of y with respect to u, which is equal to 2u. Okay, 2u, and 1 is 0. And then we also get the derivative of u with respect to x. So we have du dx equal to 3. Okay, writing the formula for the chain rule theorem, we have dy dx equals to dy du multiplied to du dx. Okay, so substitute the value of dy du in this formula. We get dy dx is equal to 2u times 3. Okay, or we can say that this is equal to 6u, but u is equal to 3x minus 2. So we have to substitute this value of u to our equation. So dy dx is equal to 6 times 3x minus 2. Okay, so this will be our answer for this example. Okay, and right, so we're ready for our next example, and we have example number 3. Example number 3 says that y is equals to 2u squared minus u plus 5. And then we also have the next function, which is u is equal to 1 minus x squared. Same as we did in example number 3 and 1, we get the differential of y with respect to u, which is equals to 4u minus 1. And then the differential of u with respect to x is equal to negative 2x. Okay, writing the formula for the chain rule theorem, we have dy dx equals to dy with respect to du multiplied to du with respect to x. Okay, now substitute the values. We have 4u and minus 1 and 2x. So we have dy dx is equals to 4u minus 1 times minus 2x. Okay, so we can distribute minus 2x inside the parentheses of 4u and negative 1. So dy dx is equal to negative, okay, so negative 2 times 4 is negative 8x and positive 2x. So minus 8xu. Okay, so minus 8xu. Okay, and then multiply to positive 2x. Negative 1 times negative 2x is positive 2x. Alright, so then we yes, but u is equal to 1 minus x squared. So we're going to substitute the value of u in this equation. So dy dx now is equal to 8x times 1 minus x squared plus 2x. Okay, so we simplify our equation by multiplying negative 8x to 1, which gives us minus 8x, and then plus 8x squared plus 2x. So add the same terms. So we have dy dx, and we have minus 8x plus 2x is that 6x, negative 6x, but we write first the 8x cubed because of its power, which has the highest power of 3, and so 8x cubed minus 6x. But we can factor the 2x, and so we get 2x times 4x squared minus 3. Alright, so that will be the answer. This answer will for this number 3. So yan na po yung ating answer.